What is loyalty? What is customer loyalty? Throw it out. Give me some definitions of loyalty. What's loyalty? Too slow. What's customer loyalty?
Customer retention.
What's customer loyalty?
Being
Too slow again. Customer loyalty. I'm messing with you. What's customer loyalty?
Giving them their all and them being able to count on you no matter what.
That's a good one.
Calling me first.
What was that one?
Calling my service first.
Calling your service first. I like that one. Nobody's ever said that one before, but I like that one because it's good. Customer loyalty.
Oh, repeat business.
Repeat business. Okay, that's it. Is there a measurement of customer loyalty? Is there a measurement?
Yeah, that Metropolitan Hotel.
Yeah, that's one measurement. That's at the bottom, right? Is there a measurement? Okay, because the thing is, like, let me show you my passport. This is my passport, right? Every sticker on the back of this, it's multiple layers, by the way, it's like 3 or 4 layers. Every sticker on the back of this, when you went to London, when you came back, did they put a little sticker on the back of your passport? Right, yeah. How many have you got on the back of your passport? Right. There's layers. Every one of these is a trip across the Atlantic, okay? On Delta, I've got 3 million miles. I don't mean 3 million points, I mean 3 million miles. That's how many miles I've flown, okay? I've got a lot more points than that. So if you think, and this isn't my new passport, by the way, this is my oldish sort of passport. This is my new one, got the same again. How about that? Now, Delta, right? That's just on Delta. Now, 3 million miles, what does it mean? If Delta's looking at me as a customer and they're trying to figure out whether I'm loyal or not, what measurement are they using? Well, could it be, how much money do you think I've spent flying backwards and forwards? A lot of money, right? It's got, I don't know what it is, $1 million? It's got to be. It has to be, right? So is the amount of money that I'm spending a measurement of my loyalty to Delta? Really? Nah. You know what it means? It means I live in Atlanta. The only thing that 3 million miles means is that I live in Atlanta. If you're going anywhere in the Western free world via Atlanta, on Delta or whatever, you're stopping in Atlanta, okay? Now, how many times, I've already told you how many miles I've got, 3 million. That's frequency, right? How often have I used Delta? How often have somebody said loyalty is like repeat, coming back, right? So how many times have I gone back? Well, I mean, not last week, but the week before, I took 6 Delta flights. I took 1 yesterday, I'm going to take 2 tomorrow. It's like, so frequency, is the number of times I use a service an indication of my loyalty to Delta? No, it's not. Do you know what it means? I live in Atlanta. The only thing that all of this stuff means is that I live in Atlanta. So when Delta's doing their programming and looking at who's a loyal customer or who's not a loyal customer, and they're doing on the amount of money you spend or how many times you're coming back, well, they're using the wrong measurement, okay? True loyalty is, would you make the same decision in the presence of another choice? We did a survey of thousands of companies. You're not on your own, thousands of companies, and 80% of those people would put their hands in the air as well, okay? Do you know what the truth of the matter is? When you go to the customers of those companies and say, do you agree with this statement? Only 8% of the companies have their customers agreeing with them. That's a big difference, right? People start putting a ton of money into sales and marketing, and they're sending flyers out, and they're spending all this money, okay? I look at sales and marketing expense as I'm going to say it slowly so you can remember it, because this is a pretty good one. Sales and marketing expense is a tax on your organization, on your company, for not having loyal, promoter, advocating customers. Not having customers out there that are going out and talking about you and recommend you to their friends, however they do it, whether it's on Twitter or Facebook or talking over the fence, doesn't matter. But not having those kinds of customers is a problem. Now, where does customer loyalty start though? Most people think it starts with the customer. Most people think it starts with the customer experience. I mean, what's the first word in customer loyalty? Customer, right? Customer loyalty does not start with the customer. Customer loyalty starts with your employees. These companies all spend less on marketing, sales and marketing, than their competitors. And yet, all of these are leaders in their respective industries by a long shot. Okay, you take, let's pick an example. Chick-fil-A, right? Chick-fil-A. Who hasn't heard Chick-fil-A? Right? Heard of them in the South? Okay, made the news recently. Yeah. Won't go there. I tell you, as I get older, I really do get better. Like a few years ago, I've been all over this, right? But anyway, so made the news recently. Started by a guy called Truett Cathy. Guy grew up dirt poor. Started a little chicken shop, chicken sandwich shop, and the average Chick-fil-A restaurant cost $3 million to build. The turnover. Who's worked fast food? Anybody worked in fast food? Anybody? Yeah. 5 minutes after starting in fast food, did you want to quit? And like, who wants to work in fast food? The average tenure of a Chick-fil-A sales manager is 20 years. When do you think fast food restaurants sell the most food? Fast food. We're talking Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, the usual. When do they sell the most?
Lunchtime.
Weekends.
Oh.
That was after the bars closed.
That's White Castle.
Weekends.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, White Castle. Weekends. Saturdays and Sundays, right? They're the 2 days. Guess who's closed on a Sunday?
Chick-fil-A.
Costco. Who hasn't shopped at Costco? Do you know how much Costco spend on PR? Nothing. They don't have a PR department, okay? The guy who started this, Jim, he knows practically all of his employees by their first name, right? Now, why does he do that? Well, I tell you what he does spend money on. He spends money on jet fuel. This guy has a private jet. And do you know why he has a private jet? Not because he's trying to be fancy, because he makes it his mission in life to visit as many Costco's as he can. This guy is 72 years old, I think. This guy visits 12 stores a day. Not every day, but on a good day. This guy, he believes that his job is to be visible to his employees. His employees are ecstatic when they see him. Mm-hmm. He has a corporate jet, so he can visit 12 stores in a day. You can't do it by car, and you can't do it by commercial airliner. You can do it by private jet, and it's worth it to him. All right. The average warehouse worker at Costco earns how much? $12? How much? $10? 17. They pay 40% more than Sam's Club. Their margins are lower, almost a full percentage point lower than Sam's Club. Now, 1% might not be much, but when somebody's margins are 2% and your margins are 3%, actually 1% is like a third. I mean, it's a lot, right? When you multiply it by the amount of, the volume, right? It's a massive amount, right? Mm-hmm. But when you've got 120,000 people working for them, I can't remember how many people working for Costco now. I mean, it's loads. I think it's like 100,000 people. Now, if you've got 120,000 employees going, I work in the best place on the planet. I work there, my husband works there, my daughter works there, my wife works there. I wouldn't want to work anywhere else. I want to retire here. This is the best place. When you've got 120,000 people, not customers, employees, evangelizing your message, you get the kind of results that Costco gets, okay? they will only do that if they actually enjoy the working environment, okay? Remember, this is about golden rule economics. What's the golden rule? Treat other people like you want to be treated yourself, okay? All of these companies do that. When you have loyal, promoter, advocating customers, these are the 4 things that they do. They come back and they use you again. Not only do they come back and use you again, but they buy more from you the next time. First time you do a job this big, second time you do a job that big, third time you do a job that big, the next time they're leaving the key under the mat, just tell us what it is, just get it done, I don't want an invoice, just do it, right? I have people that work for me like that. I mean, I just know. Just come along and do it. Tell them what it is. I trust them. They make referrals, they tell their friends, okay? And this is a really important one. They give you constructive feedback. I say, it's not always positive, but it's constructive. I don't like the way you're doing that. I don't like the way you're doing this. I do like the way you're doing that. Constructive criticism is really important to the development of your organization. So you create those customers, you get those things. Increasing your customer loyalty will make you more money. Customer loyalty does not start with the customer. Customer loyalty starts with your employees and your partners, all right? You've got different trades or you've got different relationships. Not just your employees, but every relationship that you have in your organization has to be built around these same principles. And the hard part is right here, because it all starts with you. You're the guys who have to set the bar. You're the guys who have to set the theme. It's your culture, it's your company. You can choose to do this or to not do this. It is completely up to you. But whatever you decide, it all starts there. And if you do this, I guarantee you guys, you will have a better business.